Beautiful constructions, buildings, and natural resources abound in our environment. Some of them were created by humans, while others were naturally created by the earth. The definition of wonders of the world is always evolving. The subject of the world's old and modern wonders is frequently discussed. However, if you're a travel enthusiast, you should see them all. Hello and welcome to this channel. Please kindly like this video, subscribe, and watch it all the way through. What are the world's 7 wonders? Throughout history, the finest structures that man has been able to build have been honored as the wonders of the world. The 7 wonders of the world can be divided into new and ancient, including statues, mausoleums, and walls. A Swiss charity started a project in 2000 to identify the 7 new wonders of the world. The Pyramid of Giza were the only entry that was still standing when the original 7 wonders list was created in the 2nd century BCE, so it looks like it was time for an upgrade. And it appears that people all across the world concurred, since there were over 100 million votes cast online or via text message. When the results were finally revealed in 2007, there were both cheers and jeers because several well-known competitors, including Athens' Acropolis, were left out. Number 7. Taj Mahal. The tomb complex at Agra, India is thought to be the best example of Mughal architecture and one of the world's most recognizable structures. Shah Jahan, who reigned from 1628 to 1688, created it in memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal, also known as Chosen One of the Palace, who passed away in 1631 while giving birth to their 14th child. The complex, which includes a sizable garden with a reflecting pool, was built over around 22 years by 20,000 employees. The white marble mausoleum is decorated with semi-precious stones in geometric and floral motifs. 4 smaller domes surround its grand central dome. Some sources claim that Shah Jahan wanted his mausoleum constructed of black marble. Before any construction started, he was overthrown by one of his sons. Number 6. The Colosseum. Rome's Colosseum in Italy, a massive amphitheater, was constructed in Rome by the Flavian emperors. Vespasian, the Roman emperor, gave the order to construct the Colosseum in the 1st century. The amphitheater's dimensions are 620 by 513 feet, that's 189 by 156 meters, and it has a sophisticated vaulting system. It is an engineering marvel. It could accommodate 50,000 spectators who came to enjoy a variety of events. The gladiator bouts were perhaps the most famous, however, men fighting animals was also widespread. Additionally, the Colosseum occasionally had water pumping into it for fictitious naval battles. However, there is disagreement about the notion that there were martyred Christians who were thrown to lions. An estimated 500,000 people perished in the Colosseum, according to some estimations. Furthermore, so many animals were slaughtered there after being captured that certain species allegedly went extinct. Number 5. Cancun, Mexico's Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza, which translates as "at Itza's well's mouth," is the last of the pre-Columbian terminal classic ruins created by the Mayans and Yucatan civilizations. The Kukulkan Pyramid, which has larger pyramids atop smaller ones, is the site's main attraction. The monument, which is considered one of the 7 wonders of the world, contains one of the most intricate excavations of the Jaguar throne. Other lovely tourist attractions at Chichen Itza are the Temple of the Warriors El Castillo and the Great Ball Court. The Yucatan Peninsula is home to the ancient Mayan city of Chichen Itza, which was founded in the 9th century with buildings specifically constructed to correspond with the spring and winter equinoxes. It is strongly related to astronomy. There are 365 stairs and a platform for Venus at the Great Pyramid. Number 4. Peru's Machu Picchu. Hiram Bingham claimed to have discovered this Incan site near Cusco, Peru, in 1911. He thought Vilcabamba, a covert Incan stronghold used during the 16th century uprising against Spanish rule, was located there. Scholars have been perplexed by Machu Picchu's purpose, even though his assertion was eventually proven false. Bingham said it was inhabited by the Virgins of the Sun, females who took a vow of celibacy and resided in convents. Some people assume it was probably a place of pilgrimage, while others claim it was a royal retreat. One thing that is obviously shouldn't be the setting of a beer advertisement. A crane employed for such an advertisement collapsed in 2000, damaging a landmark. What is known is that one of the few significant pre-Columbian ruins to have been unearthed almost intact is Machu Picchu. It has residential neighborhoods, plazas, temples, and agricultural terraces, despite its seclusion high in the Andes Mountains. Number 3. Christ the Redeemer. Rio de Janeiro's Mount Corcovado is home to the enormous statue of Jesus known as Christ the Redeemer. Its beginnings can be traced back to the immediate aftermath of World War I, when some believers feared a flood of godlessness. They suggested a statue, which Heitor da Silva Costa, Carlos Oswald, and Paul Lewandowski ultimately designed. The building process started in 1926 and was finished in 1927. Without its base, which is around 26 feet, that's 8 meters high, the monument's height is 98 feet, that's 30 meters, and its outstretched arms are 92 feet long, which is 28 meters. It is the world's largest Art Deco sculpture. About 6 million tiles cover the reinforced concrete structure of Christ the Redeemer. Uncomfortably, lightning has frequently struck the statue, and in 2014 a storm injured the tip of Jesus' right thumb. It is a cultural icon of Rio de Janeiro and Brazil, as well as a symbol of Christianity around the world. Number 2. Petra. The historic Jordanian city of Petra is tucked away in a lonely valley between cliffs and mountains made of sandstone. It was said to be one of the locations where Moses supposedly struck a rock and water sprang out of it. It later became the capital of the Nabateans, an Arab tribe, and during this period it flourished and developed into a significant trading hub, particularly for spices. The Nabateans were skilled carvers who carved homes, temples, and tombs into the sandstone, which changed the hue with the waning light. They also built a water system that made it possible to cultivate and have lush gardens. Petra reportedly housed 30,000 people at its peak. However, when trade routes changed, the city started to deteriorate. More difficulties were brought on by a significant earthquake in 363 CE, and Petra was progressively abandoned until another earthquake struck in 551. Even though it was uncovered in 1912, until the last decades of the 20th century, archaeologists mostly neglected the city, leaving many unanswered problems. Number 1. The Great Wall of China. Great may be an understatement. The Great Wall of China, one of the largest building construction projects in the world, is generally believed to be about 5,500 miles long. That's about 8,850 kilometers. However, a disputed Chinese study claims the length is 13,170 miles. That's 21,200 kilometers. 2 millennia of work were put into it once it started in the 7th century BCE. Despite being referred to as a wall, the design was long portions of 2 parallel walls. The barrier is also dotted with watchtowers and barracks. The wall's effectiveness, though, wasn't all that terrific. The wall mostly failed to offer true security, even though it was constructed to thwart invasions and attacks. Scholars have highlighted that it was more of political propaganda instead. And we've come to the end of this video. We hope you find it interesting and enlightening. Kindly like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we would love to hear from you. Kindly drop your comments in the comments section below. You can also stay back, relax, and watch one or more videos. See you in the next video.